Is Hawaiian Brian up? Hemp Vision TV. Okay, one word. Hemp Vision.
How you guys doing? How you guys doing over there? Are you guys in Canada?
We are, man. We're from Vapor Central in Toronto. It's a bring your own bud vapor lounge. We're getting high.
Right on. Well, I brought my own bud.
Do it. Smoke one up for us. You are from Hemp Vision TV.
Yes, I am the marketing director and general manager for hempvision.tv.
What are you guys about?
We actually cover a lot of the marijuana-related events out here on the west coast of the United States. It's a great time for us right now. We are experiencing a lot of good things right now in California and hopefully the rest of the nation, especially with regards to what the feds have announced last Thursday.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that too then. I guess your federal government says if your state government regulates marijuana, everything's A-okay. Can you fill us in?
Well, that's what they said. Let's hopefully they'll keep their word. Hopefully they won't continue the raids on medical dispensaries and places where patients that don't grow their own medicine actually need to get their medicine. So we're now this is just talking medical, but I think the last Thursday their announcement was in regards to recreational marijuana, and specifically Colorado and Washington. This is something which is a big step for not just the United States, I would probably say even the rest of the world.
It's true, it is. It actually is a huge step. We've been talking about Washington and Colorado since it's happened here on the Pot TV network here in Toronto, where it's almost like you could go on vacation soon to Denver and buy weed. Is that true, or like what?
Hey, it looks like it's about to happen. I was there the last 420. It wasn't fully recreational yet, but it was about to get there. It sure felt recreational to me. But I'm sure everyone else, hopefully coming this January, everything will be all recreational over there. And next, we'll have a weed world over there, hopefully, or something for all of us cannabis tourists to enjoy.
So what does that mean? I mean, I know for Pot TV, we're covering a lot more pot stuff. More and more pot stuff is going on. It seems every day there's a new exciting pot-related story. What does it mean for you guys in terms of coverage?
What it means? Well, actually, we have so many events. We probably have like 3 events every week happening, and these are the small events to the bigger events to the really big events, like the ones we have coming up at Inchy this weekend. We also have the High Times coming up this weekend. I think we have an event also coming up in Oregon. We just had Seattle Hemp Fest not too long ago. These events are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and awareness is just out there. In fact, my mother now believes in medical marijuana. So, hey, that's a breakthrough for me.
That is a total breakthrough, and it means one of the good things for me is that it helps me sell a lot of my marijuana smokers guidebooks, the easy way to identify and enjoy marijuana strains. And,
hey, one of my favorite books out there.
Oh, thanks very much. So tell me about the weekend in San Francisco. You're at the Civic Center, September the 7th, for the International Cannabis, is it Expo?
It's called the International Cannabis and Hemp Expo. The website is www.inchy.net, and it's happening this Saturday. For the first time ever in history, San Francisco is allowing cannabis users and all of us stoners out there to have an event at the San Francisco Civic Center Park, the same place where they had the World Series for the Giants.
Whoa!
And yeah, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be fat. It's gonna be awesome. We're excited to be there. When they called me up and they asked me to be a part of this event, I jumped on board 2 feet. Anything that had to do with San Francisco, I'm going.
Is that where you're located? Are you in San Francisco?
Actually, I was born out of San Francisco. Me and the other co-founder, who is one of the founding members of Total Devastation, we're both from the Bay Area, but we both live out here in Las Vegas.
Ah, okay. So you'll be going back home this weekend to enjoy the Bay Area, which is
yes, we'll be back home.
You'll be able to. I've always believed San Francisco they're almost where it originally started with medical marijuana way back in the mid to early 90s. I mean, it's been a stony city. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I grew up there. It's always been about marijuana. It's always been about marijuana ever since I grew up there. We've got Berkeley. We got Hasbury and hate. It's the political environment for marijuana out in San Francisco is very strong. We have a lot of support, and I wish a lot of the places in the rest of the nation would be the same way. We wouldn't have all these stumbling blocks in our way.
Well, we're getting close. I mean,
we're getting really close. I can smell it.
I can smell it too. So speaking of things, what are some of the smells of San Francisco? And by smells, I mean, what are some of the wonderful smelling marijuana strains that you're expecting to come across this weekend?
Well, the very popular one coming out of the Bay is, I'm sure you guys probably heard about it in Canada, is the Girl Scout cookies.
We've heard of it, but I don't know if anybody here has tried it because, you know.
Okay. Well, the Girl Scout cookies is a strain originally from the Bay Area. I tried it maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, even before it hit the scene. It's some of my friends back in San Francisco were putting that thing together, and next thing you know, it blew up overnight. Now it's the new Kush out here in the West Coast. So I'm pretty sure one day you guys are gonna see it up there real soon up there in Canada.
It's interesting in that you just mentioned that in the book in that we got 8:20. So
I just wanted to cut in for a second and let everyone at Vapor Central know that it is 8:20. It's 4:20 in Alaska.
Hey, what's up, Alaska?
So,
and we're gonna do bud swap after the Skype interview. So get prepared, get your weed in the room ready. We'll be doing bud swap soon.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be taking. Are they doing dabs already in Canada? Do you guys do dabs in Canada?
We do dabs pretty hard here.
That's awesome.
The dab. It's interesting. It's the differences in strains, and as you mentioned, the Girl Scout cookies, and we have stuff. And one of the, I guess, it's not a criticism of the book, but it's when you strain hunt, there's certain strains that are more unique to each area. Would you say?
Yes, correct. I would definitely agree.
So San Francisco with more Girl Scout cookies and versus what do you find out in LA or Vegas?
LA you get a lot more Kushes. Before the market used to be in LA, you couldn't sell anything unless it had the name Kush on it. You know, and that's how it was before for many years in LA. Now they still do the Kush, but now everything's got the name cookies attached to it. It may not be the original Girl Scout cookies, but it may be a variation of the cookies. And I feel we're pretty sure the cookies is the new Kush. It's pretty much taking it over here on the West Coast, and you'll hear it dominant in a lot of the entertainers and a lot of the rap stars are actually using the word cookies and not knowing that it actually means a strain, but I think they're referring it to actually meaning as marijuana in general, when it's actually really a strain.
Just like how you got the Kush.
Wow.
And you got the Kush or
like cheese.
You know the genetics?
Yeah, or the Cron. Remember the Cron? Do you remember the Cron?
Yeah.
Chronic? Do you have the Chronic?
Yeah, and then what happens is it becomes, they just associate it with every marijuana out there.
Exactly.
When the people that originate were pertaining to the strain itself.
That's 100% one of the point we're getting on is the strain itself, and then now it becomes more the term for marijuana. What about cheese? You guys into the Exodus cheese, the cushion cheeses?
Not too many cheeses. I just saw some the other day, but I don't see it too often. I usually see Kushes. I see a lot of purples out here. GDP's a big one. A lot of variations
Granddaddy
of the
purple for you not in the know. GDP.
GDP, Ken Estes. My man Ken Estes out of the Bay Area. Bay Area again, doing the purple. So the Bay Area was very synonymous for the purple and the GDP. And now we have the cookies as well.
No. The GDP was able to get into Vancouver because
that's awesome.
And so I've had some GDP, and I've also had some Humboldt genetics that I'm growing out for the first time. So I am growing my first Cali genetics from the Humboldt Seed Organization. I'm always curious.
Do you know how much they're selling for?
Go ahead.
$15.
What's that?
So $15 is the book. Oh, I think we're losing you. That's your audio. All right.
I just heard $50.
Oh, you had a torch going.
Oh, yeah, it was my torch. I'm sorry. we're having audio issues here.
What you dabbing?
I'm dabbing on some... This stuff actually came from Trichome Tech in San Francisco. I forgot what strain it was. It's some awesome little wax. that they provided for me. These are Trichome Tech out of San Francisco. I mess with a whole bunch of extract artists, so that's just one of them. But before I go, let me dab this up for you guys. To dab it with my friends from Canada.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. It's Hawaiian Brian from Hemp Vision TV.
Yeah, my torch is on right now, bro.
He's, yeah, I hear your torch. I'm just doing the promo for you.
All
right, here we go. Let's see him do it. Oh, this one's going to be a good one. Nice. All right. So hopefully we get you back to tell us how the show, how the expo went. So that's
definitely. We'll see you guys soon. And be sure, if you guys are stopping by the expo, be sure to stop by booths 40 and 60. Check out Matt Murnau's book and all the other great books by Green Candy Press. And stop by and get your nice Krispies from one of our cute Girl Scout cuties.
Yeah.
See you guys.
See you soon, Hawaiian Brian. Serious, man.
Peace out, guys. Have fun.
Awesome. Yet another, well, Brady's coming up. He's going to probably do